All my blessings, they come in abundance. All my lessons, they come in abundance. But I'm on my sea breezy, I run it. Kept on winning, they sick to their stomach. It'll never be work if you love it. And I'm still with the smoke, I'ma gun it. Told my shorty, go pack up the luggage. All my blessings, they come in abundance. Let's go. Look, I'ma keep it real, cause I hate y'all players. Out of y'all league, I don't face y'all players. Owner of the team, I can take y'all players. And I'm here for the hits, I'm a baseball player. But I pull up to the nice guy and tight ride. I'm looking at the bright side, the right side. She probably think I'm white side, I might slide. Said I got the right vibe, said likewise. But I be on chill, I don't even like madness. But I don't mind putting on the gloves like Cassius. I don't mind picking up the drum like Travis. I don't mind emptying the clips like Malice. Get in your bag, but stay in your bag. Look out for the land, I play for the Cavs. I'm done with the talk, I'm taking the cash. Go play with yourself, don't play with the bag. All my blessings, they come in abundance. All my lessons, they come in abundance. But I'm on my sea breezy, I run it. Kept on winning, they sick to their stomach. It'll never be work if you love it. And I'm still with the smoke, I'ma gun it. Told my shorty, go pack up the luggage. All my blessings, they come in abundance. It's the new Elise, gotta cue the heat. When I pop drum, on my dual lease. On my Noah's Ark, give me two at each. When I work hard, whole crew at eat. Gotta level up, every new release. I'ma let it ring, every couple weeks. I was in the lab, I ain't in the streets. We can sing a rap, give them to the feast. Fast ball like I'm Strowman, whole hand. Girl took a whole Zan, old man. Life get the romance, slow dance. You can never take mine, there's no chance. When you get in your lane, don't stay in your lane. No matter the vibe, I'm making it bang. I'm making it bag, I'm making it change. The harder you press, the bigger the game. All my blessings, they come in abundance. All my lessons, they come in abundance. But I'm on my sea breezy, I run it. Kept on winning, they sick to their stomach. It'll never be work if you love it. And I'm still with the smoke, I'ma gun it. Told my shorty, go pack up the luggage. All my blessings, they come in abundance. All my blessings, they come in abundance. All my lessons, they come in abundance. But I'm on my sea breezy, I run it. Kept on winning, they sick to their stomach. It'll never be work if you love it. And I'm still with the smoke, I'ma gun it. Told my shorty, go pack up the luggage. All my blessings, they come in abundance.
Feeling out of place in this place right now. Everything has changed for the worse somehow. Everyone's off the face and...
What up, everybody? How we doing? So, thank you guys for being patient. Posted this. Didn't know how it would... I wanted to get it on earlier today. So, in case it took a little bit. But you guys filled it. As always, it's like, you know, it always... If I'm waiting ready to rip, it takes a little longer. If I'm out and about, it always seems to fill pretty fast. It's uncanny how it works out. It could be the same exact break. So, I always appreciate your patience. Did my best to be home, ready to rip at 7 o'clock. It's Lauren's last day of school, and she says to me last night, looks at me seriously, she goes, so what are we doing for my last day of summer? Because she goes back to work like full-time. She's been in her classroom a bunch and doing stuff this summer, but she's back to work full-time tomorrow, and I was like, is that a thing? Didn't know that was supposed to be a thing. Apparently I was supposed to plan something. So we did Texas Roadhouse, we did a movie, and we saw The Faraway Tree. Never saw a preview for it. Just happened we were at Texas Roadhouse, and it's always where we go right before we see a movie. And our son Cone goes, don't accidentally go to the movies after this, Dad. I said, oh yeah, we should look and see if there's a movie. So it worked out, and it was actually, if you like go to the movies with your family, it is an awesome, blew my mind away with the graphics. Never had heard of it. It's a book series too, The Faraway Tree. So just a little magical family movie. We're checking out if you guys like that kind of thing. So I don't want to give too much away. All right, good luck, everybody. Here we go. What up, Scott? What up, Jamie? You guys get outside today and do some golfing? We did fill decades already, so I will try to random that up when I'm done here. I have a... Jamie, how did your draft go? I think I tried to talk to you last night. Maybe I did. Who knows? Sorry if I didn't remember. But no, how'd your draft go? I have a salary cap dynasty draft today at 8:30. I have to be on for Tyrone Tracy. Oh, running backs. Ashton Genty. Uh-oh. Hopefully it's nothing. Hopefully it's more precautionary. This is a... Oh. That's cool. Yeah. I lost my train of thought. You got me blushing over here. Oh yeah, so I have the Dynasty Draft at 8:30. I'm going to try to get that break in before I do that. If not, I will let you know what time that'll probably be. I cannot draft and rip at the same time. I have tried it before. Here we go. Akeem Mesidor. Katron Allen there. Oh, I was talking about Ashton Genty. Hopefully, I think during the preseason, they tend to be more cautious. Oh, yeah, that's right. I thought you had another one. I did see your team. I saw Chris's draft team, too. My sister sent me her draft this morning, too. So I've seen 3 now. Trying to separate the 2. But my sister, Chris got, he has a good team. He's got Williams, Luther Burden, and Colson Loveland. He has other players in between. But he also got Derrick Henry and Christian McCaffrey. And I said, your running backs together qualify for Social Security. That's my only concern. And my sister went with Breece Hall and another back. I'm not big on Breece Hall this year, not because I don't think he's good. I just don't see that offense putting up a lot of numbers. So there's a nice Trevor Lawrence throwback. Yeah, we talked about yours a little bit, didn't we, Jamie? Because you said you had, what, the second pick or third pick that day? I said for where you drafted, I really liked it. You got some players really late, didn't you? Drake London. The AARP team. Exactly. Tyler Algier, Tesla, Puka Nacua. And pressure cookers, Sam Darnold and Amika Egbuka. Try to keep it all straight. I mean, last night was easy because I was super sober for the break last night. I went upstairs. I think we took like 3 or 4 shots during the break. Well, I mean me. You were with me though, all of you. And I came upstairs and I was like, you're slurring. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. I only had 3 shots. Already went into the break hot. So the way these work, this Dynasty auction draft them in the night. So some teams can have 3 players kept, some could have 7 players kept. You have to just keep it under $100, and whatever you have, they take whatever you kept up to $100 out of your $200 budget. So there's limited. There's a good list of players, but I only have $100. I'm starting out with Gibbs, Chase Brown, Tony Pollard, and Nico Collins. I have a feeling receivers I'm going to have to pay up for. Ashton Genty, and then we'll have to random this one up. May, Lawrence, and Herbert. I'm going to be gunning for DJ Moore and Amika Egbuka. Hopefully I can get them both under 45 combined, because then I can spend like up to 15 on a quarterback and then just kind of play. I need a tight end too, but I'll get Likely for cheap probably. That's who I'm gunning for. Here's a nice Bo Nix for the Broncos. I made a trade today in a keeper league. Actually, a guy that used to break with us a lot, Peter Tapp. I'm in a keeper league with him. Now, this is a true dynasty league I'm in with him. It's only a rookie draft every year. You have a taxi squad and everything. And I traded Marvin Harrison Jr. and Tyler Algier. He just got Jeremiah Love, so wanted Algier because Love might be out. But I traded Marvin Harrison Jr. and Algier for Chris Olave, and I'm pumped about that. I don't make a ton of trades. That's a big trade for me. Like when I go into a draft, unless I like make some mistakes that I want to correct, I'm usually willing to like. It's 1 year, you know, especially on non-keeper leagues. Skylar Bell here. I like to ride it out with my team, you know. You drafted them, you got to like stick it out. There's a Carson Beck. There's Marvin Harrison Jr. and pressure cookers. Jordan Love with the pink pressure cookers. We must have pulled them the first couple days and I just didn't notice. You drafted Matt Stafford in the first 2 rounds? I'm not saying he couldn't be worthy, but like, why do that when you can have him in like the 7th round? I don't get. I listen. I love the pick. I love Stafford, but I'm drafting Stafford because I can wait until like really late to pick him. Maybe not the 7th round. He might go a hair earlier, but that's a reach. I don't mind. I don't mind a reach, but whew, that's a couple round reach. I'll have to look at that then. I mean, I'm not getting a ton of Jonathan Taylor because I worry a bit about injury with him. Cam Ward. I'll have to see who else you made up for then. So you took him before. Is it a? I should ask you, is it a Superflex league? Okay. I was just going to say, if it's a Superflex, then I would assume there were probably like 8 quarterbacks gone by the time it got to you. I mean, that would make more sense. I'm sure Josh went first pick. Here we go. Ashton Janty. Adam Randall, rookie. I'm assuming Josh went first. Lamar went second. Gibbs may have went 3rd. Maybe Bijan 4th. Send me a picture of the draft board. Yeah, Josh Allen always goes number 1 in Superflex League. He's absolutely 100% number 1. And I don't mind Lamar at number 2 there in the Superflex. But then I think Gibbs has to go 3 then. Xavier Thomas, but maybe not. There's a lot of people that draft 2 quarterbacks with their first 2. They want 2 quarterbacks off the board. They want 2 scorers. Xavier Thomas. Yeah, I think in our Dynasty Superflex League, I think Josh went for like 90-some bucks. Did I nail it? Did I nail the first 4 picks? It's because I listen to a lot of podcasts. No, I'm in a lot of leagues. I've seen a lot of drafts. Jalen Hurts. Gibbs went 3. I would imagine Bijan went 4. Then 5's where it gets kind of interesting. I still don't think you're probably going, unless is it a 3 receiver league? Usually Superflex are 2 running back, 2 receivers, possibly 2 flex with a Superflex additional, or a flex and a Superflex. It just depends how you're set up. Really, Chris? Was that last night? Because I really couldn't tell you. I went and looked through some of the stuff, but I was like, man, I don't remember a ton of that break last night. Deron Payne and a Bryce Lane. I know we pulled his autograph out of one of the silver packs, or the purple packs, I should say. I think it was him. Yeah. All right, we're going to keep rolling here. If I had to guess, guys, the way this timing of this break's going to go, if any of you are in the decades mix, I will random it. But unfortunately, that rip's probably going to have to happen after my draft. I wasn't sure how quick that would fill. I know it was cheap. It's fun. We've never done it. If we do it well, I might try to get some more of it and do another one. 12 pick. Yeah, there's not. I mean, so what all quarterbacks? Can you look and just tell me what all quarterbacks went before Stafford? I have no issue with that. Stafford's the 3rd most likely quarterback this year to win MVP. And he's getting drafted far outside the top 3. So I have no issue with it. There's a nice Tom Brady and a Tony Pollard. I would imagine, thinking like through, there had to be like, is it full PPR? I mean, in that case, I'm probably going like, I'm higher on Chase Brown than a lot of people, but him or Hampton ahead of Taylor for me, honestly. That's just how I am. Man. St. Brown was gone then too, because I can't imagine you not taking St. Brown there. Joey Porter and a Ted Hurst. Yeah, interesting. I want to see this board. It sounds like it had to be just those two running backs then. If Burrow went, all right, before it gets you 11 picks go, we already know the first 4. There's a nice Jaden Daniels refractor. Full PPR. And Hampton and Brown. Man, that's tough. You got to go quarterback. You have to go at least one quarterback. Rashee Rice. Yeah, you can't ever... St. Brown was gone. So that's what I'm thinking. Must have been gone if you didn't take it. So we know it was Josh, Lamar, Gibbs, Bijan. You said Burrow was gone. You said St. Brown was gone. That's 6. I'm trying to place who else would have went. Had to be other quarterbacks. Mendoza. Michael Penix, pressure cookers. And probably only third favorite because of recency bias. Oh yeah, you're talking about, yeah. You're not wrong, Chris. People put a lot of faith in Jaden Daniels after his last season, man. It's. Oops, we're gonna do Mega next. It's interesting. I mean, I think he could be good. To me, the risk where you have to draft him when there's other positional players that need to fill your needs earlier. I mean, obviously, what gets it in a lot of leagues is quarterbacks get 4 points passing, 6 point rushing. So if you're in a league where there's 6 point passing, it changes the whole game, and it actually moves up Josh Allen a ton, right? But it also moves, Stafford goes up a ton right there then too. Stafford might be the second quarterback taken off the board in a 6 point passing, where rushing doesn't give you an edge. There's a Mendoza. Can we get something cool out of these? Chop Robinson purple and a Lamar Jackson throwback. Chase was gone too, so I'm assuming it's 4 passing, 6 rush, right, Slam, or is it 6 points passing? Because some super flexes do 6 point passing. It gets weird. A Nun guy, Stingley, Romo Dunze, Tyler Bass. We're going to have to random that one. There's an Omar Cooper. Oh my gosh. Well, Stafford's a great pick. Stafford should... Burrow is probably... here's how I do it. When it's 6 point passing and 6 point rushing, Allen's first for me overall. I'm probably moving Joe Burrow as my second quarterback off the board, and then probably Stafford. Then Lamar, probably. Oh, there might even be other guy. Oh, dude, if it's 6 point passing, in no world should somebody not be taking 2 quarterbacks as their first 2 picks. It doesn't make, that's absurd. Adam Randall and a JSN. Yeah, Caleb's another one. Yeah. Yeah, I don't mind. I like 2 running backs and a wide receiver in the first 3, Chris, in whatever order. Depending on where you're drafting, sometimes you get yourself in trouble Nice CD Lamb there. Sometimes you can get yourself in trouble by taking a wide receiver in the first 2 rounds if you look and there's like, you start to get into that Jeremiah Love territory as your 3rd running back. It gets a little mucky there. So then you end up taking a 2nd wide receiver, and I feel like you're playing catch up on running back or rest. Superflex can be fun. It's also hard. It does make for a fun draft. It's just mind-blowing to see what, if you do an auction league for Superflex, what some of the quarterbacks go for. Especially we did the Superflex Dynasty auction draft. I was shocked at what Allen went for, but I get it now. And I should have just paid whatever it took. Because you can figure your team around that year after year. Cooper Kupp. Only problem with that now is, we don't have a timeline for his return. Hopefully it's not super late. It could be start of the season, but they haven't really given indication on when he's going to come back. There's JT as we talk about him. We got to get one. Jonathan Taylor. I like Jonathan Taylor this year more than Christian McCaffrey for sure. It's when I say this, I just have to always preface it with, please don't take whenever I say I like this guy more as like a talent or potential. It's just who I like overall to stay healthy, to get me the most points in fantasy season. Christian McCaffrey has proven us over and over again that he can put up points. But I always go back to the saying, I'd rather be a year early than a year late and not drafting a player. I don't want to be the guy who uses a first-round pick with so much volatility. And it can happen to anyone. You have to limit, you lose your first-round pick. If you're drafting a running back in the first round, you sure as hell better be handcuffing that guy. Early in the first round especially. Because they are hard to replace. And, or if not, you better go ahead. If he's not out for the season, you better go ahead and spend that fab to get his backup on that first chance. Dak Prescott, Joe Burrow. Where did Dak go? See, there's another one. I might have went Stafford and then Dak. Stafford and Mayfield. You could have probably gotten Mayfield in the 3rd. I'm curious to where he went. Trevor Lawrence. Oh, Stafford and Lawrence. There is Stafford. Yeah, a league like that, smart. Grab somebody's handcuff. Go make a deal with the Gibbs owner. All right, yeah. While I'm opening this, I'll pull it up quick. Hold on. All right, so you got Stafford, Taylor, Love, London, Moore, Shuck, Brownsy, Williams, Laporta, Evans. Bryce Young is another QB, so you only have 3 QBs, but that's all right. I love Andrews at tight end with Laporta. RJ Harvey, love that. I think you have a pretty decent team. You got McMillan as a wide receiver. Is that Tet McMillan? So your receivers are Drake London, DJ Moore, Tet McMillan, Xavier Worthy, and Mike Evans. Your running backs are Jeremiah Love, Jonathan Taylor. Is it Javonte Williams? Is that who the Williams is? RJ Harvey, Isaiah Pacheco. And then you have tight ends Laporta and... Dude, and I love how you stack Laporta and Andrews there. Those are 2 great tight ends. You don't have to overpay. But your quarterbacks are Stafford, Shuck, and Young. In a super flex, I'd like to see a little bit more you probably have more strength at receiver than you need. Maybe picked up a quarterback, but I would be trying to stack 2 players and go to the Gibbs owner and try to get one of his lowest end quarterbacks, get a 4th quarterback on that team. Reggie Virgil with the refractor. Jalen Williams. Baker went 2nd round. Yeah, that makes sense. Who went first? Baker probably had to be Lawrence, right? Jalen who? Oh, Jalen McMillan. I was going to say. All right, so then no, I take back what I said about having receiver depth. It's a good draft. I like the team. I don't hate it at all. Just like, obviously, I always do this to all my teams. I go back through and say, oh, here's what I wish I would have done. Yeah, I think, I'm assuming 12 teams. Hey, you got 12. That's right. You said you picked 12. It's a 12-team league. So you had the turn, which I love this year. I'd actually almost prefer to draft like 10 or 11 this year. To guarantee I'm going to get, there's a nice Antonio Gates. I know I'm going to get at least either Hampton or Brown, but usually you can get them both at 12 and 13. Although Chase Brown's the one I worry about. Another one of the triples. There's a Jeremiah Love throwback card. I have very, very little Jeremiah Love, and I drafted him really early in underdogs, and that's when I was drafting like Justin Jefferson at 8 or like getting a wide receiver in that 6, 7, 8 range. Then I realized I don't like Jeremiah Love being my like second RB with only one wide receiver. CJ Stroud. Does anybody have any interest? Why would you not go? Could you not make it? Were you with the kids or something? Because, man, that's why I play fantasy footballs for the live drafts. A lot of the leagues I'm in. There's a Bobby Wagner and another Tim Brady. Would anyone be interested if I went live on Facebook and just did my draft? Like, is that something, or you're like, no, I don't care. Nobody wants to watch someone else draft. But it is a dynasty auction draft. It's cool to see if you've never done an auction draft. And I know we're doing one. If you just want to see one, I don't mind doing that. But if there's no interest, if you want a spot in our auction league, please, for the love of God, go do a mock auction draft just to get used to it, because it is so weird compared to snake drafts. It's a lot harder because you don't get to do anything with the money you get left over. That's the biggest mistake people make their first year. They end up overpaying for players at the end because it's just guys that didn't spend enough of their money. Dude! I have never pulled one of these. Out of a mega, Baker Mayfield, Tampa Bay Bucks, Dougie Burger. Bang, baby! Dude, I've never even held one of those. They are like thick-ass playing cards. Dude, banger. You know he's my like second favorite QB in the league. I love seeing that we pulled a Baker. He reminds me of Allen, the way he plays, the chippiness, the way he runs. I love it. Drafted in the same class, Doug. That's a banger pull. Nice job, man. Nice. Out of the mega too. I have another sealed case of megas. They were all purchased from the same spot. It was not, I shouldn't say it was sealed. I watched it on seal and then bought them. So they were not allowed to not unseal them from the person I purchased them from. So if there's a case hit per case of megas, I don't know. I didn't watch enough. There should be one in that. This is from other boxes that I bought. That's awesome, Doug. I don't know how hard the pull is from that out of megas, but I would imagine. Whew, that's nice. I'm excited. I've never pulled one of those, Doug. You popped my All Kings cherry. No Kings. How about All Kings? Baker! Purple to go with it. I want to, as we do any more Topps retail, I really want to mix it with either high hit product It was weird, though, real quick. I got to say, I fell on the back. I'm like, what is the paper card on the back? Doug, when you get that card, I need you to take it out and feel the card. You guys, I've never felt a card like it. It's like thick cardboard, like, but it feels like it has the weight of a heavy-duty playing card. It's cool. That's a neat card. That makes me want to go shop for some of those. Kendrick Falk, rookie. But have you watched any of the hangers pulled? Did you see they reshaped the packaging on the hangers? They're like little cubes. I looked at them like, how are cards fitting in there? So they must be this way, but they're only about as high. They almost look like they're shaped just like this. They're like to specifications. It was weird, man. It looked like there was no way they could like go in either this way or this way. It wasn't tall enough nor wide enough. The old action pack cards, see, I only remember those in like a foil wrapper. Not even like that, because like they had like more. I think of the old action pack boxes almost like a Panini one box, but soft. I can think of a better product that would have to compare it to. I just can't think of it right now. I'm trying to think what it is because I've thought that before. Justin Jefferson gold there. Not numbered. Oh yeah, a 50. Nice. JJ had a gold 50. Gold out of 50. There you go, Corey Kelly. Jetta out of 50. Nice. What a mega. Holy cow. All Kings in that. So I thought about doing those. I actually almost got a case of the hanger boxes, but I just don't. I feel like I'd rather just pony up for the Kate Klubnik there. Pony up for either the hangers or the blasters. Or the, I'm sorry, the megas or the blasters. Oh. Yeah, it is rounded like the old action pack. But not bubbly. And not foamy. I would say they were foamy. This is more like cardboard. I don't know, man. I honestly wish I could have you guys feel it. If you ever get the chance and you see someone, there's a Mike Washington that has one, and they don't mind letting you, very gently finger that thing. I suggest you touch it. Ask if you can touch it. Don't just touch it without asking. You have to get permission. Dude, those All Kings are crazy high. What was the other case hit we pulled? Sam Darnold and a Tim Brady. Jalen Hurts. All right, we didn't even do our jumbo yet. We got our jumbo yet. Yeah, congrats on the big pull, Doug. That's awesome. Ty Simpson. It's been nice. And we had the Jetta out of 50. Quinshon Judkins. All right, I have an extra 10 minutes. They just postponed our 8:30 live auction till 8:40. So, depending, I might be able to get that 90s randomed up if all the payments are in. I don't have to hunt down a ton of people. Guys, just remember, and so you guys are all, 95% of everyone here is good. And the people who I don't right away, I know generally that they'll come through. I don't have to message them. I do have a few that I've been having to message a ton. Just remember, if you guys pay when you claim, I can always refund. I do it too. I forget. I claim. I'm in a hurry. And then I do it. But if I just always feel bad messaging. So, again, I'm probably not speaking to anybody in here. All right, we got our 2 purple packs. Here we go. Good luck. Yeah, but even if you say 75% of that, right? Because I know they're selling for crazy money, and it could be because. So you're saying there's a lot of the Baker listed, or just a lot of those All Kings in general? Like I told you before, I believe that we can find it. Here we go. Dallas Cowboys out of 2026 going out to Rich Martinez. There you go, Rich. Nice PC card. I know Topps is very good at putting stuff in retail. The problem is you just got to open a lot of it. But you can get it. It's not like they don't put good stuff in there. We've seen lots of quality hobby pools out of retail. A lot of Baker. Slam, that really what? Like, I mean, I know I don't message you any more than I have to get messaged for other breaks, so you're not even high on that list, I promise. But no, it just helps. And I know some of us are at work or doing something with kids, family. We just want to get our spot and we'll take care of it later. I know that happens. That doesn't get me. Jordan Tyson, rookie sparkle there. And a Ramondre Stevenson numbered out of 99. Joe Flacco Ring of Honor. Jeremiah Love and a Drew Aller. All right, let me get these top loaded. We'll keep going. That was only a couple packs in. So far, the box is nice. But none have sold yet of Baker. Well, I think he's going to have a crazy good year because here's the deal. He wanted a contract. They didn't give it to him. He said, fine. Forget it. We'll talk about it later. I think that dude's going to ball the F out this year. I really do. And they can tag him again, but I think they'll pay him if he balls out again because he's still young enough to be good. You lock that down for 5 years, you know? I think it's nuts they didn't give him a good contract. And then you have C.J. Stroud out here saying he wants $70 million a year. Like, you ask me right now who I'm taking for the next 5 years, I'm taking Baker Mayfield. And now, I don't want to go anything past that. I think Stroud could still be really good in that time frame. But I want Baker now. Definitely for the next 3. Elijah Surratt and Frankie Louvu. Carson Beck. The Caleb Williams for 5K. Wonder what the Mendoza's going to go for. Have any of the Mendoza on numbered ones? Someone said they pulled the 101. Here's going to be one of our patches. It's going to be Jeremy Bernard for the Steelers and a Montez Sweat Sparkle. There we go, Pittsburgh Steelers. Steve Kibler. I always forget. If you buy top loaders and the patches for tops, they're a bit thinner for the most part. So you want to go like a 100 or a 108, not a 130. They'll fall right out. Well, I mean, I think I saw they pulled I think there's multiple RPAs. There's different styles of RPAs for him, and I don't think, was that the actual RPA or was that one of the insert RPAs? And I was talking about the All Kings. They make one parallel of the All Kings, or whatever it is, and it's the only parallel is a 1 of 1. So I don't know if I saw a redemption for it, which seems weird. Pete Werner out of 2026 going out to the Saints. It's going to be Populars and a nice Jahmyr Gibbs red numbered out of 5. Boom, baby. Slam, you want that in a mag case? 1 out of 5 Gibbs. What a beautiful card. I'm going to set that right there for a minute. I'm going to just go through here, make sure I didn't miss anything. Oh, there's a Mendoza. Let me get this 2026 card. Oops, what am I doing with those? Let me know if you want it magged up, man. Or just top loaded. 1 out of 5 is nice. I know it's not a rookie, but still. There he is. Mag it up. I got you, boo-boo. Now, I am going to say just before I do, just for the sake of seeing it, I don't love the bottom right corner. It's not horrible, but as I move it around, I can kind of see. I just want you to know it's not like it didn't get, I don't know if you can see here. It's just, the corners on this, the cards are paper thin. The corners are not exactly solid, but it doesn't look blemished until you let that sparkle hit the light. That was the first I saw it when I kind of was moving it around a little bit. You want the Stranger Things sticker, right, Slam? That's a 10. An F and 10. That looks sick, dude. We're still waiting for our auto out of this too. Man, what a break. I can get you a different one. I'll put a different one on. The comment came. You must be a little bit behind because the comment came through as I was opening the pack of cards that I'm doing. Well, there it is! Holy cow! The hits keep hitting. On card, Super Bowl, Drew Brees. Going to a Saints fan. There you go, David. Set this here. I'm going to mag that up for you too. Holy cow. Trey Tucker, silver. Give me a second here. I want to get through these jumbo packs. Make sure I didn't miss something here. Jesus. Wow. Boom. Boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. When I said I was feeling a big break last night, I was just feeling it in my bones. It must have been this one. I said it's got to be one of the boxes. I could feel there was something big coming. Wow. What a freaking break. Oh, that's real bad. Now you give me an 8. Man, it's a sideways card. I don't know how to like level it out. That'll do. Drew freaking Brees. All right, we're still not done though. We still have our purple packs and this and 3 more jumbo packs here. Katron Allen out of 2026 rookie. There we go. Taylor Green. And Jacob Rodriguez rookie refractor. Ty Simpson. There we go. Yeah, the more I look at the clock and the more I think about the random and everything, that 90s decade, just for people that have spots in it, and I will obviously type stuff up. I don't know that I'll be doing that before my draft. And one of my goals this fantasy football season is I don't plan on posting breaks until like a draft starts for me this year, like on Saturdays. That way if we fill it, it won't be sitting there while I'm at a draft for hours. We can break afterwards, talk fantasy football. I don't know when the next football release is. I don't think they're doing any more 2025, are they? They haven't even announced the next release date for 2026. I'm glad they got this out before the season started, though. It is nice to have some stuff. Katron Allen, Zay Flowers, Will Anderson wild card. There's Garrett Nussmeier back here. Quiet in here tonight. What happened to Jamie and Scott? Two more packs and then our two purple packs. Scott's wife made him turn me off. That was funny last night. I do remember that. How about Braylon Allen? This isn't numbered, but it is some sort of cracked. It's got to be some major short print. Unless it's like one of those one per box and I didn't notice like that's what it was last night. It could very well be the case too. Braylon Allen. Either way, it's Braylon Allen, but still. You got a draft in 10 minutes? Well, we will have you out of here by then. So then you're not worried about me ripping the Decade Slam because I know you have some spots in it. What kind of... Is this another super flex? Man, that Ed Oliver news is just so devastating. Here we go. JSN and Jack Beck. All right. They're going to be purple packs left. Good luck, everybody. Well, we got one. It did look like the Diamantes, too. I know what you're talking about because I ripped those in baseball. Penix, Gibbs, Joshua Allen, Jeremy Bernard, and an Emmett Johnson. I will top load all of those. I know. I can't imagine. Like, so he's been in and out. Like, it's been weird. People were like, is he injured? Where is he? Like, he wasn't at practice. He wasn't at this. He wasn't spotted at this one game, but he was there for this. And I think he's tried, from the sounds of it, he's tried to come back and has not been able to mentally overcome it, which I don't blame him. I mean, from a football standpoint, it's unfortunate, but that takes a major, major backseat. That ain't even in the same vehicle. That's a Tyler Warren, JSN, Tet McMillan, Chris Brazel, and a Jadarian Price for the Hawks. Some nice ones there. So nothing numbered in our packs, but we did get some really nice numbered stuff. Let me get some sleeves here. I'll do a quick recap before we do 2 of the last 3 guillotine spots. So we'll have a break where we give away the last guillotine spot at some point here. Not tonight, because the only other thing I'm doing tonight is probably the decades thing. All right, I do have a dice roll to do as well. As always, everything ships. I said before, the only thing that might not is if you have a massive repetition of vet base cards, I'll leave a couple team sets. This break isn't really as big as the bigger ones we did that took up 3-row boxes. So, but Jack, oh, I don't have to go through all this. This did get a lot of sleeved up stuff here. Some cool stuff. Great PC stuff if you got your PC team. Here we go. A lot of our Mojo stuff here. Tyler Warren, JSN, Tet, Chris Bazell, Jadarian Price rookie. We got the Penix, Gibbs, JA17, Jeremy Bernard, and Emmett Johnson. Apparently we got a Diamante of the Braylon Allen, which only comes in a hanger. That's weird. Jacob Rodriguez, Ty Simpson, Mendoza, Beck, Virgil Refractor. There's a Jordan Tyson like sparkle. Ty Simpson, Pink Nate Washington, or I'm sorry, Mike Washington, Kendrick Falk, DeJon Stribling, Baker Mayfield, not done with him. Aller, Love throwback, another Virgil, Adam Randall, Mendoza, Chop Robinson Pink, Mendoza, Xavion Thomas, Beck, a Bo Nix, and Akeem Mesidor rookie pigskin. We had a couple of the 2026 ones, even out of retail we had a few. So it was a nice break for these cards. These cards usually resell pretty well. We had the Pete Warner for the Saints. Saints not done. We only had 3, my bad. Katron Allen for Washington, rookie one. And a cool one for the PC of Rich is a Dallas Cowboys card. We also had 2 really nice numbered cards, 3 actually, but we had the let's start here. Ramondre Stevenson out of 99 for New England. Justin Jefferson out of 50. That was a retail pull, I believe. And then the Jahmyr Gibbs out of 5. And that is a bookend 1 out of 5. Too bad it's not 0 out of 5. We had a patch card of Jeremy Bernard here. But how about this? Drew Brees on card Super Bowl auto. And if that wasn't enough, no, that wasn't the biggest card in the break. How about this? All Kings Baker. Holy cow. And I don't want to take it back out. It's not mine. But, Doug, you got to feel the card. It's the most unique card I've ever held out of anything modern. All right. I got to do a quick dice roll. It's 1 roll for all cards. So we'll just roll for these 3 and I'll mark them. And then all the other 3-player cards will be treated the same way. 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2 to the left, 3, 4 to the middle, 5, 6 to the right. It's going to be 6. It's going to go to Cashman of the Vikes, and Herbert. Just to the right here. And that will be all the other cards as well. All right. 2 fantasy spots. Let me pull this up. Man, I'm going to try to just get that random before. Time is ticking. All right, we're all in. Here we go. 2 fantasy spots. This is the first one. In the league so far is Chris, John, Steven, or Jim Larson, John, Tim, Joseph Pereira, Cody Brotherton, Gabe Gomez, Carl Roberts, Slam, and the New York Jets, Cody Brotherton. So we have 2 people now that are going to have to give away a spot or trade it or whatever. You guys know the prize is $100 winner take all. $100 credit winner take all. All right, here we go. Remove that. Miami Dolphins, which is going to be Cody Brotherton. So Cody, You got to start, if you can use it as trade bait in a random over the next couple days if you want, hey, I'll make you this trade and give you my fantasy spot. That's one thing I'd recommend. Maybe someone wants to give you a small, break credit for it or something. Trade you some cards, but you'll have 2 spots to move there. And again, if you have a friend in the group you want to share it with and just be that nice guy, maybe make a deal with someone if they get into 2 spots in another league, or wait for that to happen. That's something else too. We're going to try to fill a few more here, although time is ticking on that too. So, all right, guys, I'm going to clean up here to go try to get that player break for the 90s decade stuff random up. I have a break or a draft at 8:40, so it'll break after that. Thank you guys for chilling. Congrats on the big hits, Saints and Lions and Bucks. Oh my, peace.